It's Monday, March 9th, and you know what I said? I should have recorded yesterday, but we are in the middle of the war, and there are rockets being shot at us, and a lot of the people in the house choose to be in this floor rather than the other floor, and I can't exactly move everything upstairs because if you've been here since the start, I did a couple videos in my bedroom and the light is just, it's awful. So I'm just recording when I can right now. It's 8:30 a.m. at the moment ish. It's actually 8:37, but it's close enough. So I do have progress on wings, and it looks like a lot, even though it's not really 3,500. Let me just give me a second, and I know it's there. I'm not going to show the whole progress yet. It is 3,436 stitches for the first or 9th, so 8 days of the month. And I know what I said last week, that I'm going to be working on wings for 3 months, but it is a really overwhelming piece because there's so much parked threads, there's so much confetti, I also almost ran out of a color and I cannot go get it during the war, and for just one color, shipping is like almost 6 times the cost of that one skein. So I'm going to have to seriously consider what I do with it, because I'm only missing one color. I only need one skein. I also forgot to get one skein of another color that I need down, because I ran out of this skein on Flosstubes, and I have 3 more of that particular color upstairs, and I forgot to get it. So I mean, I'll do it maybe after I record. But yeah, it is a really overwhelming piece, and for some reason all the girls, just every girl except Aisha, it was the darker skinned character. Yeah, she's the only one who doesn't look like she has vitiligo, which is weird because it's usually darker skinned people that, you know, it's more pronounced anyway, in real life. And I'm like, with Flora, you cannot tell if I show it to the camera, and I did not notice with Techna, Musa, and Bloom until I saw it on Stella and remembered that it's on Flora, and then checked those girls, the other 3. Yeah, it's there. It's more subtle than Flora's and Stella's, but it's there, and I'm really happy that you cannot see it on camera. Yeah, so here we are. I am so happy that you cannot see it on camera. She just looks like she's more blushed. And the shadows on the side of her face are more pronounced, but it looks so much better on camera than it does in real life. And I decided to stop here. So Stella's hair, I love stitching with those colors, those yellows. I love it. It's so calming and beautiful in the end, and also much bigger blocks of color than any other color in Stella. And this little brown area is the top. I think that's an ambulance. I am sorry about the noise. That is the top of Bloom's knee, so like the inside of her knee. And just a reminder, this is what the rest of it looks like. So again, you can't really see the weird coloring of their faces this way, which on camera, which I really enjoy. But yeah, this piece is extremely overwhelming, and I can do 300 stitches a day and more, but I cannot do 500 or more because it's, you know, yeah. But that's my issue because I'm the one who charted it, and I really should have edited things because in the mock-up there's a lot of weird pink spots in the skin, specifically blooms and floras. So like with Flora, you won't really be able to see it, but her entire neck was pink, and with Bloom, like this shoulder was just entirely pink, and yeah, it's not, I don't like it. But anyway, total numbers. So again, the entire piece is 50 stitches and 50,700 stitches. And I have done 32,608 so far, which is 64.32%. So I'm definitely getting there. But again, these are just 3,436 stitches. And I was at, I think, 59 or 58 something percent before I started this. So progress is progress, I guess. But yeah, I mean, just I showed it and I didn't even talk about it. Look at these, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and this particular one is huge. Okay, and like all of them are parked colors. That's insane. That's crazy. And I have another one over here for the rest of it that is not actually in the frame. That is so much parked colors. On the bright side, it's less waste on the color that I'm almost running out because I do have a few strands of that color parked, and I have I think 2 or 3 half strands on the actual floss drop. So it's something. My hair is getting in my eyes. My bangs are too long, and every time I leave for work in the wind, it's like, yeah. So I'm not working for the foreseeable future because of the rockets. So yeah. Also, just a little shorter, a little bit more of a tangent with the amount of colors that this piece has. This is one ring. This is, I think, my least busy ring, and most of them, like, you can't even do this to flatten them together. They are so big. So on the bright side, so it's a lot of colors, but at least they don't have like crazy amounts. I think the biggest color I have left, like the most stitches, is B5200 with 2300, almost 2400, and after that it's blank or blanc with 900 stitches left, which, it's good. And most of my remaining colors are either 2 digits or 1 digit. I have 4 color remaining with 1 stitch left, and in this past week I also finished 2. So it is a silver lining. It is I'm slowly getting there. Most of my finished colors are actually shades of green. Weirdly, I don't know if you can see it, and I don't think it's gonna focus all that much. But yeah, shades of green. Because Aisha is done, and Flora's wings and eyes are also done, even though you can't see the greens in her eyes. But yeah, all the greens I think are over. I have like 2 more, maybe 3 left. Possibly the entirety of the 4 colors that I'm missing. Yeah, they're all like the top 5. The colors of the 5 or less stitches left are, some of them anyway, are green. So I think if there's a color family that is going to be finished, both of these 2 are greens, by the way. If there's a color family that's going to finish first, it's going to be the greens. So I'm happy about that. I like green, but it's colors that I can take off the ring because there are so many of them. It's insane. It's actually insane. I think it's even more colors than I started with Pokemon, and they had over 100 colors. And that one, I'll have to count, and I'll also have to count the ones that I finished. But I think it might be closer to 130 colors that I started with. And I finished like 10, maybe a little bit more. Actually, I can count the colors that I finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so about 14, 15 colors that I actually finished. So there are still over 100 colors left. And it's, like you saw, the ring, and that was the least busy ring. So yeah, I will do my best to do the other 2 months that I planned on this. I mean, for the entire year, I do have 2 more months on it. So I will try to do them on April and May. But it's a really overwhelming piece, and I might change to like a mural or something after the go for the month is done, because it's sucking my stitchy bug and slowly killing it, and it's really overwhelming, and I hate confetti, and the biggest block of color are white. I really do not like stitching white, especially on a white fabric. Yeah. So, that is it for today. I will not be talking about my writing this time. I will do it, I think, at the end of the month, or when I finish, or like the first video after I finish the second whip go, and I'll just talk about that, just everything I did in March so far. Life-wise, rockets, alerts, no job, stitching and writing all day. The dog, I think, is traumatized by the alerts and the alarms. So we get alerts a few minutes before the alarm so we can go into shelter. And he's just jumping every time, just going to the shelter on his own, and then like peeking through it, and is like, "What are you doing in there? Just get over here." And it's cute, and I'm honestly a little worried about him. I'm a little worried about all of us, but he's in like the immediate vicinity, and he's having a bit of a crisis. He's outside right now because, like I said, it's early in the morning, and he needs to do his business outside. Yeah, he's been much more I guess, giving to us picking him up inside the house. Usually he'll just growl and try to bite us, because I don't even know why. Because outside he's letting us do that. He doesn't, like, he's giving into it. Inside the house is a different story. But now he's letting us do it inside the house too. So it's actually a little bit worrying. But like, as soon as we leave the shelter, he's like the same dog as before everything. So yeah, things are, I guess, considering the whole thing, are pretty normal. And yeah, so if you like what you see, like it, comment on it, and subscribe so you can see more. I do not have a set schedule at the moment because, again, bombs and missiles and stuff. But I will record once a week when I can. And until next time, keep on reading, keep on stitching, keep on learning.